Boom shakalaka. You already know the vibe. It's KVN who run the city. It's Tea Time. It's Big Fan Breezy. Happy
Mhm.
Easter Sunday for those of you who celebrate and all that good shit. My guy BG Barry is in the building.
Yo,
My
what up,
guy
Barry?
Jimmy J1 is in the building. We see y'all. You know what I
What up,
mean?
Jack?
JD Jackson is in the building. You know what I mean?
What up,
Uh,
Jackson?
yeah. So what's good, man? How you want to start this?
I mean, y'all played y'all last game. I mean, we had a 3-game win streak. So we can start with that next. I mean, didn't y'all play y'all last game? I think we played Thursday. We played today, but y'all played Friday.
Y'all played? No, we played the same day.
Y'all played okay.
We played on the
Um,
same day. Yeah, we both played Friday.
uh, I don't know, man. I'll say this. I'll say that the 3-game win streak was nice. It was tied our biggest win streak of the season. But as a Nets fan, I'm happy to see it. I really think that Cam Thomas is going to give work to Austin Reeves today. They talking about Cam Thomas versus Austin Reeves. We play the Lakers at 6. I think we give them work. You know, I think the 3-game win streak was overdue, way overdue. It came from the effort side of the ball, and again, back to what Big Fan Breezy said about Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges, they started giving him the green light to have the run the office for him to be the one option. And when that happened, Mikal Bridges plays better. And not only that, on the offensive side of the ball, he plays better. But on the defensive side of the ball, last game, he had 4 steals. And like I said, we needed him to come here and be a defensive playmaker, not an offensive one. And I think that's where we've been wrong for the majority of the season, letting him be that guy where he's the offensive playmaker. He is a great defensive playmaker. Again, I say that to say the 4 steals is impressive. Now, that's where we at with it. You know, I don't want to be long-winded, but for the most part, we excited about going into tonight's game. It gives us a chance to protect the Barclays once more. And you know, we 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 if
Good, good.
we gotta leave this party, we gonna leave messing stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could go on a win streak for everybody like we did with Chicago. They trying to separate from Atlanta by us beating them, made it closer, and Atlanta might beat them if they win, but they would have to win. Not that I want them to win, because I don't, but that's just what it is. You know, we got to keep winning. We can't depend on Atlanta losing. But to be mathematically correct, 4 wins for them or 4 losses for us, and we out. That's how I go. Shout out to Frankie Ice. I seen that on a recap. But yeah,
Yeah.
we got to do the winning part. We got 8 more games, 9 more games, something like that. Let's try to win all of these games, including the Knicks.
So, yeah, that's not gonna happen. But so I see you talk. You said your 3-game win streak. So I went to go pull up. Like, damn, they won 3 games in a row. So let me see who they beat in these 3 games. Come on, son.
I'll take it. A
You
win
beat the
is a
Raptors.
win. A
You
win
you
is a
beat
win.
you beat the Raptor. I'm going somewhere with this. You beat the Raptors without none of their players. No Quickly, no R.J. Barrett, no Scotty Barnes, who's one of the worst dressed people I've ever seen in America on the bench. Is nasty work. None of them. None of them. Nobody there. Then you beat the Wizards. We all know the Wizards is trash. The second worst team in the NBA as far as win total goes. The Bulls was a solid win. Not going to shade you on the Bulls win. It was a solid win. But now you confident. This gives you confidence against the Lakers, LeBron James and AD, who's fighting for playoff contention and seeding.
So
So, all right. All right. So,
and and you know what I'm saying?
yeah. So, all right. Best luck to you, good brother.
Yeah. I ain't tripping off none of that. We play at the
uh,
Barclays. If we could play with effort, I
bro,
think that's what matters most, more than the players' names. Like,
yo,
I want to give LeBron James his last loss in Brooklyn. If he never plays again next season,
yo,
we'll remember Brooklyn for the loss he took.
but 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 check it though. You said we play in the Barclays like that means something. Y'all have a losing record in the Barclays.
We won our
Yeah,
last game at the Barclays.
yeah, y'all got an overall losing record in the Barclays. We play at the Barclays like y'all some dominant home team or something like that. No, you guys is getting whipped in the Barclays. To use your term, y'all get barked on in the Barclays.
I don't think after this effort, after what we seen as a recent, I don't know if that happens.
Oh,
I
yo,
just don't see that happening. I see us fighting it
yo,
back.
oh
I'm
man,
telling you, I see us
oh
fighting
man.
back.
Oh man, this is gonna be hilarious when we pull up to the show next week and y'all take this L. I'm like, what happened to all that effort talk? But
Nah,
you know
we
what?
gonna
Listen,
see.
that's
Yeah, we
hilarious. Shout out to
ready.
my guy Dwayne in the building. Yeah, I mean, we
What
see
up?
you.
Happy Easter, Dwayne. Shout out to you.
Yeah. But boom, yeah. So now that we done with that, I've been at work, so I haven't been able to do Nixon ish to talk about what happened on Friday. Uh, the Knicks lose to the Spurs in double overtime, and Jalen Brunson had a 61 point game. Wemby had a 40 and 20 game. Uh, it was an exciting game to watch, but you know what I mean, the Knicks took the L. Uh,
Let's talk about it.
I really try not to blame the referees. And before I start saying what I'm gonna say, because to make sure that the haters out there don't understand that, uh, oh, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that, Jay. I'm gonna leave the comment up there so we can talk about that after I say what I'm about to say, right? So I'm gonna present the facts so y'all understand. Like this is not like an emotional take because it's nasty work on behalf of the NBA refs, right? So boom, the Knicks
Oh my goodness.
the Knicks took what's that? 30 more shots from the field than the Spurs, right? Uh, we out rebound them. We dominated them on the offensive boards, 18-8. They had more assists than us. We had 10 more steals than them. We turned them over. They had 15 more. They had 5 more turnovers than us. We absolutely dominated them in the paint, 62-46. We had 18 more. We had 9 more second chance points. We even on fast break points. Like, and I'm saying all this to say the free throw disparity was 12-32. Wembanyama shot 12 free throws by himself. More than just as much as the whole New York Knicks team. Jalen Brunson scored 61 points, 30 of them coming in the paint, and he only got 6 free throws. This is atrocious work. I don't care how you call a game, just call it evenly. When Biyama do anything, they were calling fouls. I'm watching the game when we made our comeback after we tied the game up. Every time the Spurs missed 3 or 4 best shots in a row and the Knicks scored in that time period, there was a foul. Every single time. Without fail, they said when Wemby started slowing down on his scoring and Hartenstein was playing adequate defense to make him slow down and pass the ball and do these other things, they get him to the foul. They get Wemby to the foul line. Like it was nasty work, man. It was hard to watch. It was nasty work. It was unevenly called. It was nasty, man. And Coach Tommy T said at the end of the game, he was like, "Yo, a foul is a foul, right?" And I don't like the explanation I'm getting from the refs. I don't like it. If it's a foul on one end, it got to be a foul on the other end. I'm watching them call fouls for Wemby and Jalen Brunson literally get the same contact on the other end, and it's a no call. Got to be better. You got to be better, dog. Now, two things can be true at the same time, right? We started off that game horribly. We shouldn't have even been in that position in the first place. Oh no, one more thing about the fouls before I go. We made it all the way to the middle of the third quarter with the team as a whole only shooting 3 free throws.
Hmm.
You said sucking up to the refs. What are you talking about, bro? When have you ever seen him suck up to the refs? That don't even make sense. Whatever. That's a hater comment, but that don't even make sense. But anyway, back to what I was saying. 3 free throws in the middle of the third, and I think at that time, uh, the Spurs had 23 free throws, right? 23 free throws to our three at the middle of the third quarter. And Jalen Brunson was the only person on our team and up into the middle of the third quarter that shot free throws, which is crazy, right? Uh, so back to what I was saying, two things could be right at the same time. We started off that game horribly. We turned over the ball a lot early, which put us in a huge deficit. And even when that happened, I was still like, yeah, we what you call it? Oh, we still gonna win this game because the Spurs ain't really like that. And when we started coming back, the refs did everything in their power to make sure that the Knicks couldn't win this game. And even to in the second overtime with 34 seconds left in the second overtime is a jump ball, and they called a jump ball violation that even the commentators was like, yo, what's what's up? Like that, I don't see it. How do you call that in that situation with the game on the line? The game is tied. Oh, I think it was down by 2 or some shit like that. And you call a jump ball violation with 32 seconds in a second overtime. Nasty work. All around nasty work from those refs that game is disgusting. Now to address this is Jay's comment about Wemby throwing the game ball in the crowd. Uh, one, I'm gonna start off by saying I'm pretty sure because we lost, Jalen Brunson didn't even want the ball because his post game speech, when they asked him about the 61 points, he said, "Yo, it don't even matter because we took the L." That's the kind of basketball player Jalen Brunson is. I think Jalen Brunson is one of those players who would rather score 3 points in a win than score 61 in a loss. You feel me? So I don't even think he cared about the the the, the game ball. But second, I want to talk about Wemby. Yo, Wemby, yo, humble yourself, dog. Your team has won 19 games on the season, fam. You 19 games on the season, but you wilding, bro. And then don't act like when we was healthy, we didn't pack y'all up something serious. Had you had one of your worst games in the season in the Garden, let's not act like that didn't happen. Let's not act like that didn't happen. And when Mitchell Robinson was healthy and all that, act like you didn't get packed up, had one of your worst games of the season in the Garden. But here you all want to throw the ball in the stands, and he goes, "Oh, somebody could pay to get it back." Yo, okay. Shout out to my guy Mitchell Robinson. My boy said, "Yo, I admit I ain't played to the best of my abilities, but we'll see him again, right? We'll we'll see him again. We'll see him again, and as a fact, next year he gonna have trouble on his hands because that this game is gonna be circled on the calendar, and they gonna put him through it again, and hopefully the refs don't try to save him like they did on Friday. That was nasty work, the way that game was officiated, man. Nasty work. Yeah, and I digress on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, man. I'm just listening to your soliloquy about the whole situation, and I was just wondering, did Melo win his game? Help me out, chat. Did
Yeah, he
Melo
did.
win that? So there you have it. But Brunson saying what he said, as a fan, I can honor that. But the truth is that this is different energy from Nick fans when that foul happened with Detroit. You know, it was a whole different tone on what it was and how it was. So respectfully, I
No,
respect.
what you talking about one call, and I'm talking about a whole entire game of bad calls. Yeah, I mean,
I'm talking about the refs deciding the outcome of the game. I think it's the same
and
ballpark.
no, it's not. You're talking about one call in the game. I know the call you're talking about, and I know the game you're talking about. And I'm talking about there being bad calls the whole entire game. Literally gave you all the evidence why the game shouldn't have been called that foul and the free throw discrepancy shouldn't have been that lopsided. Literally gave you all the evidence. But then you trying to equate it to one call in one game. Nah, it's
I'm
different.
saying it was the different energy from the Nick fans. Nick fans wasn't talking like that when they had that call, and they clearly knew
Because
the
you're
reason.
comparing apples to oranges, bro. You're comparing apples to oranges. That's why it's a different tone. You're trying to make a comparison with something that's not the same. It's not.
Oh,
You want it to be the same so you could, oh look, different energy from Nick. Nah, it's not the same. You are reaching.
I said 10 words. All I'm saying is I really feel like it was a different energy from Nick fans. I seen what happened. It was a clear foul, opposed to Nick fans saying, "Oh yeah, it was a clear foul," and they gave us that game, no doubt. No, they pretended that it was some valid no call, and I'm not jacking it. Y'all was pretending like it was a valid no call, and now y'all see the difference that a ref could make. And again, we both don't like arguing about the refs because we know they could decide the outcome of the game. But the truth is, this is the different energy from what fans was talking. Y'all was pretending like that shit was a valid win. No, y'all stole that from the Detroit Pistons. So don't say, oh, you beat the Washington Wizards, this and that. Y'all could have lost to Detroit that game if the refs called it the right way. This is where I'm going with it. Because in that how you say soliloquy, I didn't hear you break down none of that stuff about how the Detroit Pistons was only in the game because of the free throws. They was playing good basketball, and that play really decided the outcome of the game. I mean, when you think about what happened on that one play, like you say, it is only one play, but it was a fucking wrestling move. He hit him with a straight spear, a Goldberg spear, and the refs choked on their whistle. And Knicks fans was just cool with it because they got the win in the Garden. So no, I don't want to hear that. I'm not jacking it. All violence, small violence.
So nobody. First of
Violence.
all, nobody cares what you're jacking, net fan. You're a loser this season. So I know you want to see our downfall, and I get it. But what I'm telling you, you are trying to compare apples to oranges. A huge free throw disparity over the whole entire game is nasty work. You're trying to compare it to one play at the end of the game. That's different. It's showing that what I'm showing that the fix was in throughout the whole game. We weren't getting foul calls throughout the whole game. And they was giving Wemby foul calls throughout the whole game, even to the point when Wemby was starting to slow down on his scoring output. They started calling fouls so the Knicks couldn't catch up. That's the difference I'm saying to you. I'm not arguing if it was a foul or not. That's old news. That's in the past. But what you're trying to compare is apples and oranges, and it's a reach. You reach Dalsim. You know what I mean? You reach
Nah,
Dalsim.
I
You
don't
feel
think it's
me?
a reach. I
It
just
is a
said that
reach.
the
But anyway, no,
conclusion to what I was saying is that the refs decided the outcome of the game, and they definitely did with that Detroit Pistons New York Knicks game. This is unrefutable evidence of that. We seen the
no.
replay. I didn't watch the game with the Spurs. Like you said, the game's coming on at the same time. I seen that he had 61. I turned to the game. It was going to overtime and all type of shit. I didn't watch the game, but we was like looking at it to see if y'all was going to lose. I mean, y'all did. We celebrated, and then we left the page. It is what it is.
Yo,
Y'all looked at the loss versus
yo,
the Spurs.
you know
Under
what's not,
500 team. Like you say,
you know
y'all
what,
always beat under 500 teams, but they give y'all that
I,
work.
you know what our record is against under 500 teams? We like
Not
20 something, and
versus
we like
Spurs.
we like 20 something and four. We beat them too. So what you talking about? Like we like 20 something and four. So we do beat under 500 teams. This happens to even the best teams in the NBA. Look, the Celtics just lost twice in a row to the Hawks. This happens throughout the season. But like I said, they needed help to do that. And the evidence is there. I laid it out as clear as day. So you could try to spin it and make it funny as you want to because you know you want to outside. Because look, you want to outside of the play-in with your hope. Like we if we lose 4 games, it's over for us. That's what y'all season has come to. So I understand you looking up and praying on our downfall, which is funny from somebody a couple years ago said we don't hope for losses over here in Brooklyn. We hope we concentrate on winning. Now look at you. Look at what you become. You become a guy who sits there.
I'm giving y'all the same energy. I'm giving y'all the same energy. This is what y'all started.
No, hold on. Not you, not the person said that's the difference between us and y'all. We worry about winning. Y'all hope for losses. Now look at you. Look what you become. It's disgusting. It's sad to see.
No,
it's sad to see.
Giving y'all the same energy.
You ever watch
Snowfall? I'm giving
Snowfall?
y'all the same energy. I'm giving y'all the same energy.
You ever watch Snowfall?
I'm not watching Snowfall. I'm not watching Snowfall. I'm telling you, I watched the real show with me, you, and Jay Fluky, and you and Jay Fluky sat there next to me and said I was rooting for the Bucks. So this is the same energy I'm giving y'all.
I never denied that. I never denied that.
But I'm just giving y'all same energy. This is what Nick fans do.
That was giving the same energy when somebody was like, we don't do that over here.
I was taking the high road. But we in the playouts. I ain't gotta take no high road. I get petty.
Listen, bro. It's sad to see your fall and demise, bro.
It's
sad to see your fall and demise.
We still here.
Yo, look. Yo, listen. You know what's mad funny?
That tone is still here.
The tone from when
every game. What you talking about?
The tone from when we lose a game to this week from last week is different. Yo. You be quiet as a church mouse on this podcast. For the last few weeks,
I said we was going to be 2-1. We was 3-0. I gotta keep that. That's what it is. I said 2-1. I thought we would lose to Chicago. We beat Chicago. That's why I'm like this.
You still ain't going nowhere. You still ain't going nowhere.
Says a Nick fan who can stick in their chest out because they finally got some poise to actually play a good brand of basketball because the Nets came to the city and turned up. Y'all should be thanking us. We was going running with that rhetoric before y'all.
Stop running with that rhetoric because it's cap.
That's what happened.
It's cap. And second of all, I've always been like this. You go check the tape from the years while we was losing. See, that's the difference between me and you, right? I stand 10 toes down no matter if we win or lose. You have to get some wins under your belt for you to get confident and start talking all loud and hyper. See, that's the difference between me and you and how we feel.
No, articulate that because I want to take it there. I want to go there. Let's go there.
I stand 10 toes down whether we win or lose. I talk my shit no matter if we win or lose, regardless. You come up here and I'm not gonna argue that. Yeah, y'all playing real good basketball right now. I can't say nothing. We not really winning like that. That's how you talk. But then you get 3 wins in a row.
You don't talk how I talk. I'm gonna talk how I talk after you finish trying to display how I talk. Then I'm gonna talk how I talk.
Oh no, I don't have to. It's tapes about that. People go back and watch how you was talking last week. You was very soft and monotone on this pod, brother. I'm not making nothing up. You was very soft and monotone. Pause. You know what I mean? Now, when I talk, I'm like this all the time, no matter if we win or lose. Even the season that a couple years ago that we didn't make the playoffs, I was still on bad timing because that's how I fan. You got to get some wins under your belt for you to feel confident to come here and talk spicy. That's crazy. You fan different, bro. I'm done.
Oh, again, like I said, I keep the same energy on to what's happening with the team. Now, again, I'm the one that said that Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson was going to be a top 10 duo. I was wrong about it. I stood on it. Stood 10 toes down. Shit, it'd been 11 toes if I had 11 toes. Case in point, I got 10 toes, and I stood on all of them. Now, all of this shit I'm hearing from a Knicks fan is after y'all had a winning season. When we was whooping y'all ass, sweeping y'all, All I heard was, "Oh, y'all not gonna do this, y'all not gonna do that." And yeah, I had that same modest energy. I wasn't even talking spicy when I called the, "Oh, we gonna win when we gonna win the game." I never said we was gonna sweep y'all. Keep it real. So don't make it seem like I was all talking spicy, even when we had the upper hand on y'all. I was just looking at it like, yo, this is a rivalry team. We play each other 4 times. We in the same division. It's going to be a good one. But yeah, I think we could win. Yeah. So again, when you look at the game tapes, which I don't know when the hell the last time you looked at the game tapes. So I don't even know why you mentioned the game tapes, because I watch the game tapes and I actually see what is happening, is transpiring. It's the same reason why you won't debate me about Cam Thomas and Quentin Grimes. You let it go. Don't tell me you kept the same energy, because the whole time I was kicking up dust telling you were a better player, and it got quiet for you and all them other Knicks and ish in the chat. So don't play with my handle. You know what it is. Case in point is, I stopped trolling the page because I see how y'all giving it up. Y'all talking about keep the same energy. Y'all see a troll like me and don't know what to do. So again, that being said, when it come down to Cam Thomas, I was right from rookie season up until now talking about keeping the same energy. When it come down to y'all needing a point guard, like I said then, and that whole Kimba bullshit you was talking about, oh, it's a high risk, low reward. Fuck out of here. That shit missed you. Y'all missed the playoffs doing that, and y'all missed the playoffs trying to prioritize French fry phone, yeah. And then when y'all see he couldn't play no defense, y'all sat him and y'all had him on a bench spending money and he wasn't doing shit. So again, case in point is, when y'all talk about keeping the same energy, the audacity, all you gotta know is that I keep it real on my bets. I pay fast tags. It's $5.
This has nothing.
You ain't gonna get no $5. The way we play right now,
yes, I am.
I'm gonna get $5. I'm
Are
gonna
you
have
done?
$5 from a Knick fan,
Are you done?
and I'm gonna spend it
Are you done?
wisely.
Are you done?
I'll land the plane saying this: this 3-game win streak ain't no pun intended, no fluke. This is real good brand of basketball that we playing, and you should expect a 4-game win streak.
All right, so boom. Again, like I said, you didn't address not once your different change of tone between the previous seasons when this is how you used to talk. You see how you did that whole little soliloquy you did, that monologue? That's how you used to talk, Big Fan Breezy. I haven't heard that guy all season. That guy has been non-existent all season. That Big Fan Breezy all season. When we talking like this, and we do that's the guy that used to be there.
Watch the game tapes.
Go watch last week. Big Fan Breezy be talking like, some things got to change. That's how Big Fan Breezy was talking. Yo, listen, you said that the whole Cam Thomas, Quentin Grimes thing. I don't care about Quentin Grimes no more. He's not on my team. So you could try to hold on to that victory, but you talk about all the things that you was right about. You was wrong about a lot of stuff. A broken clock
I was wrong about too.
The broken clock could be right twice a day, bro. And you that broken clock, you be wrong a lot. You be wrong a lot, bro. You feel me?
Right.
You be wrong a lot. You be wrong a lot, bro.
I'll be right a lot. I'll be right a lot too.
You don't. You
be wrong right a lot.
You be wrong a lot, a whole lot.
Listen,
a whole
I was
lot,
right
bro.
about Cam Thomas. I was wrong about Jack Vaughn. I was right
wait,
about
hold on.
Mikal Bridges being a good player.
I'm not gonna let you sit here. Hold on. I'm not gonna let you sit here and talk about the money we was paying Evan Fournier when Ben Simmons is on your team, dog. Relax. Relax.
Bro, I never wanted Ben Simmons on the team. I mean, you can watch the game tapes and see that too.
But then when he was on your team, you tried to spin it like he was going to be this deciding factor and major game changer for y'all.
In the offseason.
You tried to do that. You tried to do that.
In the offseason.
You tried to spin that. You feel me? So you did go back on your word when you got Ben Simmons.
That.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he would be healthy. He played 15 games this season. What am I supposed to talk about? He played 15 out of how many games we played.
So what I'm saying about you going back on your word, because before you got Ben Simmons, you said he was soft. He ain't had no heart. He was walking down that yellow brick road looking for courage. And then when I brought that
He
back up,
wasn't a
well, hold
Brooklyn
on,
Nets when I
hold
said
on,
that.
hold on. But when I brought that back up when he was a Brooklyn Net, you said, "Nah, I don't think that's gonna be the case. He gonna come here. He got something to prove. he gonna
I'm
do
doing my
this. He
job.
gonna."
That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm a big fan. I ain't gonna
Nah,
shit on him when he on the team.
nah. Listen, I listen. If say for instance we got somebody that I'm not really digging, I'm standing 10 toes down on that before they till they change my mind. I'm not a fan of his game. XYZ. You feel me? Like that's all I'm saying. You kind of change your tune on Ben Simmons, man.
Man, Ben Simmons played 15 games out of however many games we played this season. Trust me, my whole page know how we feel about Ben Simmons, man. We not even tripping off that. And that being said, we got Trendon Watford as our backup point guard, and he does better basketball for the Brooklyn Nets than Ben Simmons did. What? What? Y'all want to debate me on that? Nets fans, y'all better relax. Y'all know I ain't playing about Trendon Watford. Y'all know that he could go to the basket. He do the, I can't tell a Knicks fan right now because we played him on April 12th. We going to surprise him with Trendon Watford. Trendon Watford been getting big minutes, playing like 25 minutes. He's a better point guard than Ben Simmons. You heard what I said. That being said, we got Schroeder at the point guard. We do not miss Ben Simmons. The impact and the productivity that we get from Dennis Schroeder and Trendon Watford at the point guard position is way more than we got from Ben Simmons in the 15 games that he played. Ben Simmons could leave this team today and no Nets fan will lose any sleep, including big fan Breezy. Now, that being said, we ain't tripping off that. We got Mikal Bridges playing the 3 where he's supposed to be, not the 2 where you at, Leaf. Like I said, I ain't gonna do this in front of no Knicks fan, but again, this is something I was right about. He should play the 3, not the 2. Cam Thomas should play the 2. You switch the point guard and you get better production from Mikal Bridges because he is now a threat the same way Chris Paul was with his midi or whatever the case is. Not the same way, but he can score the ball and be a scoring threat to give Mikal Bridges more uncontested 3-pointers, excuse me, because they have more spacing because the defense can't cheat. So that being said, our point guard situation is solidified. We ain't even tripping off that. When it comes down to the 2 guard, we need help with Lonnie Walker. And I like Lonnie Walker, but at the end of the day, he's not available as much as I want him to be available. As a fan, he didn't play that many games. I'm gonna say he played about half of the games. And he didn't impact a lot because it's not like he's hitting every time he's, you know what I'm saying, on the floor. He is pretty good. He is pretty good. But hold on. Jay said it's not solidified. And I heard Donovan Mitchell won't commit to the Cavs. Now, I don't know if Donovan Mitchell wants to play for the Brooklyn Nets. I know, yeah, there's a lot of a trail leading up to you could being able to say that. I think his dad plays for coaches, or he works for the Mets. So he would be interested because of that. He definitely not going to be on the same team with Jalen Brunson. I don't see. I don't know, man. I don't know if Donovan Mitchell comes to the Brooklyn Nets. Would it be good to have Cam Thomas and Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt? Yes. Would I want a trade situation to no. No, if I'm not losing Cam Thomas, I'm not trading Cam Thomas for no player in this league. Realistically, when you look at Sean Marks and what he gives up at trades, it's too much most times, and we don't get the return that we want. So that being said, I feel like I'm gonna stay with what we got. You know, unless we could get Donovan Mitchell without trading. I don't know what's gonna happen. All I can say is I don't know if Cam Johnson stays with Mikal Bridges next season. And I think DFS, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll speak more on that another time, but that's how I feel about our roster. And I think we do have to clear the books to get Clax. Gotta make it important for him to stay on the team. You have to. You just have to. You have to. You have to. So whatever the Brooklyn Nets got to do, whoever we got to trade to clear the books to sign Clax, that's what we need to do. He is priority to the Brooklyn Nets.
As long as y'all got Ben Simmons' contract, it's gonna be hard for y'all to make moves. He's making 40 mil next year. Yeah, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Cam Johnson got a decent side contract. Uh, I'm not sure what Mikal Bridges' contract is looking like, but I'm pretty sure it's a sizable pause amount. Then you got to play Clax. So I don't see how a situation where Donovan Mitchell coming to your team is viable. Uh, I don't see how y'all can afford that. You know what I mean? Like he would have to take a as is. You know what I mean? Without no moves being made, he would have
No,
to take a.
I want Ben Simmons
He,
off the books. They need to figure
yeah,
that part.
I don't see anybody taking Ben Simmons' contract. It's a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like unless he gonna get traded to a team for a buyout. That's always a thing. Uh, uh, that's a thing.
Mm.
Uh, if a team buys him out, and I heard Trey Young rumors too. I'm like, so y'all gonna try to get two guys that the Knicks beat up on all the time? That's crazy.
Their contract is crazy. Donovan Mitchell contract is better than Trey Young contract, but
Absolutely. Yeah.
Donovan
Either.
Mitchell is a little older than Trey Young, but they're close in age, and I think there's
Yeah.
still prime years for Donovan Mitchell. But again, when Ben Simmons on the books, I don't know how they make it happen. Um, I don't know. I just don't
Yeah.
know. You know what I mean? Cam
Yeah. I don't see
Johnson,
that.
Cam Johnson got to be more productive, man. I don't see how he. I think we leaning towards keeping Mikal Bridges. I don't know what they do with Cam Johnson. I'm gonna just say I don't know what they do with Cam Johnson, but I do believe that we keep Mikal Bridges. That's a fact. That's
Yeah. Well, somebody got to go. A lot of people got to go. You know what I mean? A lot of people got to go. So
I
you
don't
just
know,
got to.
man. Whenever you say a lot of people, I try to think who you talking about. Like, because Cam Thomas got to stay, Mikal Bridges got to stay, Trendy Waffle got to stay. I still like Schroeder. I like Schroeder for what he's for. What now? I don't know if DSJ stays. I give you that. But I like DSJ. But for
Yeah.
what Schroeder does, and Trendon Watford being the backup point because DSJ is hurt. I like that. So I don't know if DSJ stays, but I'll just say that. I'll just leave it there. But who else? Jalen Wilson, he's a rookie. I know a Clowney, he stays. Both of them work with them. Yo, if we're not gonna be in bad shape if they work out. If Noah Clowney, if Noah Clowney and Jalen Wilson work out, if they work out, and even Derek Whitehead, but more of them two than Derek Whitehead now, because Derek Whitehead is about 19, 18 years old. So not yet for him. But if that works out, this 2024 draft won't hit us. Not having a draft pick won't hit us as hard because we got two rookies that not well, Noah Clowney is very young. He's like 19 going on 20. So that's good. We could develop him on the team. So that's good. I'm telling you, that was a win. I ain't even gonna hold you. That shit was a win. But Jalen Wilson too, yeah, we got a solid player in him, and he's a good solid role player. He's good. He's for sure good.
No,
Um, we're
Brock.
not in
No.
we're not in
No
that
way,
much
bro.
match.
Spurs is not taking that contract, gang. Like
For
this is the
Ben
thing when
Simmons, I
people,
don't know. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. This is what the people, what you got to understand about when it's an expiring contract, right? You don't want to handicap your salary cap taking on an expiring contract. You want to still be able to be financially flexible when you take on an expiring contract. When you take on $40 million, that is a big hit to your salary cap, dog, and it kind of handcuffs you a little bit on what you could do. So when you see teams taking expiring contracts, they're usually like 20 and under. Maybe you might get a 25 mil contract going to somebody, but you don't really see people taking expiring contracts just for that player to sit on a bench at 40 million. That's what makes the contracts unvaluable. You feel me? Is because it's so much money and they're not going to be able to tinker with their roster the same way they would without them. You feel me? Yeah.
Hold on, I wanted to say to Fresh that he said that's false. Claxton put y'all over the luxury tax if you resign him, so y'all gonna lose 4 players if y'all do sign him. Okay, we could lose DSJ, we could lose. I ain't gonna say it. I was about to say it, but I ain't gonna say it. There's 4 players on this roster that we could lose that trim down our roster for us to run a tighter rotation. But Claxton being part of the reason why Cam Thomas being the playmaker, Claxton being part of the reason why a lot of plays we put city teams in situations where they got like 4 seconds to shoot the balls because when they finally decide to attack, Claxton blocks it. Now they gotta stop it and then go out of bounds and get the play, and forcing them into a tougher shot. Yeah, we got to keep Clax. He's essential. There's no 4 players on this team that we should prioritize before Clax. The top 4 players on this team is Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, Nick Claxton, and Dennis Schroeder, in my humble opinion, right? In my opinion, not a humble one, in my opinion. And that being said, Claxton is a priority, one of the priority players on this team for us. We definitely do what's necessary to keep Nick Claxton on the team. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Jay, the, somebody took Westbrook contract because Westbrook still plays. They didn't take Westbrook contract and have him sit on the bench. Like he still plays. And at that time that they took Westbrook contract, it was still a hope that Westbrook could possibly get back to old Westbrook. You know what I mean? So it was like, it's one of those situations. We're going to take the contract. If it don't work out, it's expiring. So he's out of here. You know what I mean? If it do work out, we could work out a lower re-signing, not just taking a contract for a guy that you know that's not going to play basketball. You know what I mean? No,
I'm not really debating that. I don't know
it's
what
a
they
different.
do.
There's a difference between your value being low and your value being sub-zero. That's what Ben Simmons' value is now, sub-zero. And Brockwork says something about the Spurs that take it because they're under the salary cap. You're hoping they do you a favor. So that means you're going to have to make it beneficial for them for taking Ben Simmons' contract. They're not going to take Ben Simmons. Nobody's going to take Ben Simmons' contract for nothing, dog. So who you think you're going to have to give up for a team to be willing to take Ben Simmons' contract? Y'all don't have a shit ton of draft picks that y'all could ship out with him because it's going to take at least 5 of them things if y'all just trying to trade Ben Simmons for Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to either put some valuable players around Ben Simmons and some draft picks or a shit ton of draft picks. The Spurs is just not going to take Ben Simmons just to take Ben Simmons and have him sit on the bench with $40 million. That don't make sense. You know what I mean? I get what you're trying to say, but that don't make sense.
Man, I don't know how Ben Simmons come off of the books, but as a fan, being a big fan and knowing that he's supposed to be, again, this is why me being wrong about Jock Vaughn, I stand on it. But he's out of here, man. I'm glad he got fired because we could have been made Trendon Watford backup point guard because Ben Simmons missed a lot of games before they actually say he's not going to play again. And there was a lot of expectations on when he's going to play. And I just felt like we could have went to Trendon Watford at the backup point guard much sooner. We act like we didn't have a remedy because Ben Simmons not in the lineup. And if y'all heard what I said earlier in the stream, the productivity between Schroeder and Trendon Watford is better than what Ben Simmons brings to this team. He's soft. I've seen game-tying situations with Schroeder where he gets the ball in the last play. His defender is in front of him. He fakes the pass to Cam Thomas at the three-point line, mind you. Fakes the pass to Cam Thomas at the three-point line, takes the shot. Now, mind you, the defender, he goes towards Cam Thomas to double Cam Thomas because they just got it in their head that in their mind that he's going to Cam Thomas is going to take the last shot. So Schroeder's now wide open to take the three. He knocks down the three. Ben Simmons could never. Like I said, when he came on the team, I tried to back him because he's on the Brooklyn Nets, but I never wanted the move to be made. Like I said about Sean Marks, you ain't get back what I really wanted us to get back for James Harden. We should have got back to Tobias Harris. Fuck out of here. So the fact that he didn't do that, he missed completely. Even Shake Milton, which I think he's on your roster now. Yeah. But even him, you know what I mean? I would have took Shake Milton over Ben Simmons. You feel what I'm saying? Or Shake Milton and Ed Reed. I mean, not Ed Reed, Paul Reed. There was different combinations of players that we could have got for James Harden. Sean Marks has to do better as a GM. It is what it is. He missed. on that situation, and he was hurt. So you did it twice. The difference between KD and Ben Simmons is that we never going to get the same productivity that KD gave us. Like KD sitting out like season is one thing. All right, yeah, KD can do that. But Ben Simmons, no, that was a you know what I mean? That didn't shine a good light on Sean Marks. It is what it is. I can't root for everything that the Nets do. I'm gonna always root for this team, regardless who's the you know what I'm saying on the team, front office to the last player on the bench, and the G League for that matter. I'm gonna always root for this team. This is my team. I love this team. But again, I don't want to digress. I'll say this to get to the pre-cap because I know we can't be long-winded, right?
Mhm.
We got LA today. You know, I don't know if I didn't look and see if who was playing. I imagine they all playing. I don't care if I don't want them to be injured. I want to beat them while they healthiest. You know what I'm saying? While they the healthiest, I want to beat them. So I know we play the Lakers today. That's a pretty important game. All of these games are important for us. We can't lose any games. So hopefully we win this game, but I think we could because of the momentum. I tend to think that when you see camaraderie between the team after wins, it's like, all right, now we playing for each other. We really want to win together. So just to go through my pre-cap real quick, I don't know how much time we have. I think we best them. I think we beat them. I think we beat them. Damn, we play the Pacers tomorrow at so we fly to play
Indiana.
the Pacers tomorrow. So it's a road game and a back-to-back. We did beat them before, but that would be the toughest game we have, it being a back-to-back situation. Not to say that we can't win, because the last back-to-back game we won. And I was wrong last week because I said 2-1 and 3-0. And I underestimated us, and I felt away. So I'm gonna say we gonna beat the Pacers too. Just that's just kind of fan I am. You know what I'm saying? So we don't play on Tuesday. We play on Wednesday versus the Pacers. We back at the Barclays. They might up us, but they might not. You know, I don't mind being wrong. It is what it is. I think we beat them. You know what I'm saying? We beat the Pacers. They defense suck. Just to give you an analysis without being just a big fan, their defense is trash, and they force up threes. And Halliburton ain't what I thought he was. He wasn't killing shit like that, like having 30-point games and 22 assists. Fuck out of here. He was not doing none of that. We had him on lock, as a matter of fact. Yeah, not impressive, man. They could definitely get that work. We don't play on Thursday. Um, and when Friday, do we play on Friday?
No, y'all play again on Saturday.
All right, so that's my
Pistons.
recap for the week since we don't play again. I won't do the Saturday because I imagine we'll be back Saturday. So I
Oh
got
yeah,
us
I'm on.
back 3. We beat the Nets. I mean, beat the Pacers twice, and then yeah, like I said, we beat the Lakers today. So yeah, I
So
got
you
us
got a
3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
I got y'all 1-2. I mean, yeah, 1-2. I think I take one of the games against the Pacers. Uh, but for the Knicks, hold on, let me pull up my shit. Who we play? We played the Thunder tonight. That's a toughie. We got some tough games pulling up. We got the Thunder tonight. We got the
Mm.
Heat and the Kings.
Thunder loss. That's tough.
Yeah, I think we gonna come out in this game motivated after losing to the Spurs, and we gonna beat the Thunder. We
Oh,
gonna
this
beat the
another
Thunder.
home game for y'all?
Yeah, we home. We gonna beat the Thunder because I think because
Mm.
of what happened against the Spurs, we gonna come out super motivated, playing high level defense off the
What
rip.
about that shade, that matchup between Shea and Brunson?
Well,
I
yeah,
don't.
Brunson gonna give
That's tough.
Brunson, Brunson gonna give him work. You know what I mean? And
What's
when
the
you,
reputation with them? Because like you said, Jalen Brunson outplays Donovan Mitchell a lot when they versus each other. But what
I don't
about
know.
Shea? What about
I don't.
Shea and Brunson?
I don't know because like most of the time they played against each other was on the West Coast. I can't remember how it went last season off the top of my head. You know what I mean? But most of the time they was in the West Coast, so I wasn't paying attention to that. Uh, and then last season I can't really pause the record off the top of my head, but I think Jalen Brunson's gonna give him work. I mean, at this point, They be trying to put size pause on Jalen Brunson, but it don't matter. I watch him shake, rattle, and roll a 7'5" guy and shoot over him. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I watched him do that. He just did that the other game. Hit tween cross, step over Wimby. I seen it. So when they try to put size over Jalen Brunson, it don't even make sense no more. I think he's pissed off. I think he's gonna give Shea that absolute work.
Mm.
Uh, and we win. I think then we
Ah,
play on then on Tuesday we play the Heat. The Heat ain't that good to me. I think we win. I think, and we already beat the Kings, so why wouldn't I think we could beat them again? We just beat them not too long ago. Why would I think we can't beat them again? You know what I mean? So that's another W for us. So I got us 3-0 coming back. You know what I mean?
all right. So this is how I'm gonna call a game between the Thunder, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I just went and did my homework because I do care about y'all losing. You know, I mean, whatever.
Mm-mm.
Now he bust Jalen Brunson ass. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. He had 37 on Jalen Brunson, then 30, and then when he played y'all this year, he had 36. What are you talking about, sir? This is I'm not even counting the Dallas games. I'm not counting, and you're right.
Are they
They had
W's? Are they W's or are they losses? Because that's what we're talking about: W's and losses.
I mean, I was talking about the matchup between those two players. I
Uh,
wasn't talking about the wins and losses. I don't know the win losses. I'll check it after this. But to say that Jalen Brunson is tired, man, listen, he ain't tired of shit when it comes to Shea. He gonna get that work. Put money on Shea. Franz Tass, where your money at? Let me see you bet money that Jalen Brunson gonna outplay Shea. I bet you won't put no bet on that. Fucking parlay, Lord. Give me back my $5. I'm gonna get it back from Tea Time when I get this bet.
well,
When I get this
you know what's crazy? When you got a result to trying to bet on other players is crazy, and other teams is crazy. You out here trying to bet on the
no,
Thunder.
not
That's
me.
crazy.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
now
betting
you.
on it. I'm just saying the
Oh
parlay, Lord. That's what he do,
no.
right? I'm just saying he
See,
wouldn't bet that Jalen Brunson will outplay Shea. That's what he do. I ain't calling
why wouldn't
nobody
he do
else
that?
out, but Fraz Tass.
Why wouldn't he
Nobody
do that?
else.
Why wouldn't he do that though?
Why wouldn't you do it, Fraz Tass? Why wouldn't you do it? So let's see if he do it. Listen, I don't know if y'all beat them. So all right, so who is the next team y'all play? I got Thunder winning that game.
The Heat. We got the Heat.
Yeah, I think y'all beat the Heat. Who y'all play after that?
The Kings.
Oh, damn. What you call him? So bonus be giving everybody work. So
We
I
just
know
beat
he
them.
don't. Okay,
We just
okay.
beat them. Like last week, we just beat them.
I know. But that being said, I know it was a close one. I know it was a single digit win. Um, they definitely want some get back. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the Kings on this one. I think y'all come back 2-1. Oh, do y'all got more
And
than 3?
and we still trying to see if we these guys is gonna start coming back. You feel me? Like I think they got OG coming back sometime this week. You know what I mean, and we beat them without OG. No, OG played that game. He did. He did. Yeah, but yeah, man. You know, listen. I what you should have googled is if the Thunder beat us. I don't care if you have 37 as long as you lose. But I think the Thunder won that game this season. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. They won that game this season. Uh, but last year I can't remember the record. I don't know if we beat them or what's the case. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, different energy going into this game.
Mm.
My guys feel slighted. You feel me? And my team is very prideful. Usually after poor performances, they come out guns blazing. You know what I mean? And now I ain't gonna lie. That Williams kid they got, the kid with the braids on the Thunder, he tough. He tough. He a tough cover, man. He a tough cover. It's gonna be a tough game, but I think we win though. You know what I mean?
Oh, Frasad said he might not even play tonight because of quad contusion. So yeah, I don't know
Oh,
if they ain't got Shea. Shea is tough, man.
yeah, he is. I ain't got no smoke for. I ain't got no smoke for SGA. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he be hooping. So I got us 3-0. You got y'all what, 2-1?
3-0.
3-0. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying
Um,
to. I'm looking for the injury report right now. Hold on.
yeah, I'm
I need
doing
to
the
see
same
this.
exact thing. I'm doing the same exact thing. I'm looking where the Lakers at. Anthony Davis day to day. Gabe Vincent out.
Well,
Vanderbilt.
they got.
Ooh, Vanderbilt out. Ooh, I'm hype about
Uh,
that. Wood
yeah, they
out.
got.
Pause.
They got
That was
Shea.
okay.
They got Shea day to day.
LeBron James day to day. Man, Anthony Davis. Davis is questionable for Sunday's game against the Nets with a left knee hyperextension. Ouch.
Who?
Mm,
Anthony Davis.
yeah, LeBron James ankle is questionable for Sunday's game. Ooh, yikes! I don't know, man. Y'all might want to bet on the Nets. Y'all might want to bet on the Nets.
I don't know.
But
I don't trust y'all enough to put my
it's,
money on y'all tonight.
it's all good.
Yeah, I don't trust y'all enough to put my money on y'all. But y'all gotta get out of here.
Yo, hit that like button. We be back next Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah,
And let's go Nets, man. Hopefully get the win. I might do a stream, man. I'm about to
you
do
already know the
something.
vibes.
I might
You
do a
already
stream.
know the vibes. Let's go, Knicks. We're gonna get this dub today. You heard?
Yeah. He said bet on my team. I'm a bet on my I'm a bet on my team. Yo, and I'm gonna send it to you. Fresh Task, I'm a bet on my team and I'm gonna send it to you. That's a fact.
Word. Yo, we holler, man. We out.
All right, y'all. Peace.